Tekla Mazani is an actress and also an IT professional. I'm working for Westchurch Consultants. I'm a business development consultant there. We're a Microsoft partner, and I'm also a Microsoft certified technology specialist and a licensing expert.
My name is Alfred Kuzai Mugani. I'm currently a senior auditor at the Office of the Auditor General. I have studied with ZO for the past 3 years. I started studying with ZO in 2010, and I completed my Master of Business Administration in 2013. And when I joined ZO, I was then an auditor at the Office of the Auditor General. Now I'm a senior auditor because of the MBA degree which I understudied with the Zimbabwe Open University.
Innocent Manyera is a 33-year-old man. I'm married. I've got a single daughter. Still work in progress for other kids to come. I'm based in Chinhoyi at Chinhoyi University Hotel. It's a 34-room hotel that I'm running as the general manager. It's owned by the university fully in terms of shareholding, but it's an independent registered hotel under the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, obviously under the Tourism Act. It's recently graded to a 2-star hotel.
My name is Chinaye Chimbatwa. I hold a bachelor's degree in Human Resource Management from the Zimbabwe Open University, which I acquired in 2008. I also hold a Master of Business Administration degree, which I acquired in 2014 from the Zimbabwe Open University. I started as a general hand in 2001. Then I moved from being a general hand to being a clerk, a secretary, faculty administrator, and currently teaching assistant.
What really inspired me was the fact that I wanted to attain a degree, but I was working, I was a mother, I was also acting, and I was a very busy woman. And I thought ZO was the best place for me, so I decided to choose ZO.
The thing which has inspired me to study with the Zimbabwe Open University is mainly the flexibility which is around the study with the Zimbabwe Open University. It's a flexible institution. Considering I'm a person who has got a family, a person who has got a work life, so I thought maybe Zimbabwe Open University was an institution which would be in a position to address my needs, to enable me to satisfy my family requirements, to satisfy my work requirements. So this is one thing which actually motivated me or inspired me to study with the Zimbabwe Open University. Also, given the fact that we know that currently in Zimbabwe, most people were engaging in so many projects. We're in an entrepreneurship mode whereby everyone is being encouraged to do side projects in order to have a sustainable livelihood. So ZO, I think, was perfect for me.
What I would say, it was more like a team approach to the program of MBA with friends. But basically it was an issue to do with flexibility that is associated with the programs that comes with Zimbabwe Open University. If you know, hospitality industry is an industry whereby you are saying work flexible hours or long hours per se, where we are saying you need to be there as long as there are clients to serve, you need to be at work. So sometimes to partake on long block like 1 month, 1 week, it might be very impossible because over weekends you also need to be at work here and there. So the programs was all, it granted the opportunity whereby the tutorials were running over weekends, and it was so flexible even for someone to do it, even during midweek we'll be like working long hours. So it was something that attracted me to enroll in Zimbabwe Open University and to take myself into the next level. I started as an HOD with the Montclair Hotel in Inyanga, whereby I was a food and beverage manager. But as I was going through the program, I was raising through the ranks to where I am today. I actually attained this position before I graduated to Zimbabwe Open University. But it was all from the confidence that I got from the program.
Firstly, I realized that I had a desire to acquire a university degree. Unfortunately, I couldn't qualify to go to the conventional universities due to financial constraints. So when I realized that Zimbabwe Open University could offer me higher education while I was going to work, I chose the Zimbabwe Open University.
Well, my goals were to also be among those that have degrees in Zimbabwe. So I wanted to be a professional marketer. but had not had the chance to go to university because my parents died when I was young, and so couldn't afford to like go there. So I had to work first and then attain my degree later. So that was my goal.
My thrust is to actually set goals in life. So the program, the Master of Business Administration degree program I started with this, so has helped me to crystallize my objectives, to crystallize my vision. There's a popular saying which says, when people lack vision, people perish. So I think the program which I did with this, so it encompassed so many issues: leadership, strategic thinking, strategic management, managing people, all these courses which I was taught at so they assisted me either in my work life, they assisted me in my personal life in terms of setting goals for my family, for my household, even relating with others at the individual level.
I would say is I've stayed for some time as an HOD under a hotel setup, and my dream was to head a unit, of which Zoe assisted me in maybe understanding some of the aspects of real case manager in a hotel setup with the different courses that were packaged there. I think it really assisted me, and to extent of maybe seconded to be a board member of other institutions, because I've been chairing several meetings and been interviewed for several occasions whereby people they've been getting confidence from the information that will be provided. And I would say so it will help a person through the courses that are set in such a way that you need to be acquainted with the current scenarios that are taking place in the country and beyond. The examinations and so forth, it will be mainly on current issues, whereby as a manager you need to take a real case scenario, not history, and recommend on how to deal with it. I'll be talking of if the next examination you miss Zimbabwe in terms of dealing with current scenario, whereby managers need to take action with the current environment and become a champion at the end of the day with the current environment, rather than to say maybe the environment is prohibited and so forth. You need to be acquainted with what is happening in the economy and even outside the country, and try to come up with solution as a manager in a setup, be it engineering, be it mining, be it in the NGOs. It will help to that extent.
Through distance education, I've been able to acquire research skills. I've also been able to do some publications. I've also been able to do part-time tutoring. This has given me the vision to switch path from being an administrator to an academic. I'm slowly moving to becoming an academic. There has been some significant changes in my life, personal life. I've learned to lead others. I've learned to work in teams, in groups. At work, I've also learned to be a leader, to lead others and to motivate them to take up studies with the Zimbabwe Open University. And in the society, I've also learned to impart the knowledge that I've acquired from the Zimbabwe Open University so that they can also benefit through me.
Well, I must say I have some really good experiences that I would like to talk about, like the issue of flexibility, because there was a time when I had to go for Big Brother and I had to stop school. I thought that was going to be the end of me, but then they allowed me to at least skip that semester and then go and do my Big Brother thing and then come back again and start from where I left. And the issue that I can actually study my degree over 9 years. That means that as a mother, if you then decide to become pregnant, or if you then are posted out of the country to go and work elsewhere, you still can come back and pick up your degree from where you left it, as long as you complete it in 9 years.
I think the most important thing to note when studying with an institution like Zimbabwe Open University is the aspect of the tutors. Tutors come from diverse backgrounds. They have worked with several companies, they are experienced, and ZO actually takes most of its tutors from well-established institutions, and these people would be having diverse and a deeper understanding in their subjects. So these people have actually motivated us. Their backgrounds at personal level, they've also motivated me as an individual. They've actually helped me to harness my vision in one direction, to move in one direction. I've also been assisted in terms of writing, my writing skills as a person who did mainly quantitative subjects, or that was an accounting degree. The first degree I did was an accounting degree. The honors degree was also an accounting degree. These are just numbers. So moving to qualitative aspects, my writing skills were actually enhanced by the tutorship of ZO students, and also meeting with the students coming from different sectors. We tend to come from different sectors. Some are in the mining sector, some are in the business sector, some are in government, in several other institutions. So I think mixing and mingling with these people also made me understand the various issues which are taking place in our nation.
Yeah, I would say there are quite many and quite interesting. First and foremost, it was an eye-opener, especially in the issues to do with financial figures and financial management. The courses like the statistics for financial management, it was something that is quite an eye-opener. Organizational behavior, it was some of the courses that were not available in detail at the first degree that I did with Middle State, being a big home owners in tourism and hospitality. So the courses at Masters, I think they were quite an eye-opener, and brings a student into a real world scenario whereby we'll be dealing with the real case scenarios at top level of management. So I would say it's a course that is quite beneficial. And in terms of the examinations with Zimbabwe Open University, I would say I was surprised to see that they're quite well-managed examinations, whereby someone will be in the real case examination setup, and with obvious results that have got little queries in terms of the student that will be querying the results. But I would say it was quite an experience, and a memorable experience, together with my team members. Like I said, we were 3 of us as friends who started the program, and we managed to complete it at the same time.
The experiences that I have with whilst I was studying with the Zimbabwe Open University were varied. Firstly, I learned to manage myself. That's manage my time, manage my work, manage my social life. I also learned to be self-reliant. It also taught me to manage myself as an individual. At work, it was so easy for me to supervise myself, because I had learned to supervise myself in school with the Zimbabwe Open University. So at work I was also able to supervise myself.
Yes, definitely I would recommend it, because I've learned a lot. It has opened my eyes, and also in my field I also require selling. For me to be able to sell software, I need to know a bit of marketing as well. So it really has helped me in my career, and I can say I'm a better person. Even in my personal business, it has really helped me, because I'm now at another level. I've learned about internet marketing, I've learned more about advertising, I've learned so many things which I'm applying even at the organization that I am at. I would definitely recommend this degree program to women of my stature, those who are working, busy women, and those who have not been able to go to university straight from school but are working somewhere. I would definitely recommend this program to you. It's for you. It has helped me, and I'm sure it can help you too.
Studying with the Zimbabwe Open University, I would recommend my fellow colleagues, even my family members, or even my wife. I would actually do that. Why? The flexibility aspect which I have mentioned. You see, most universities, there is conventional universities in Zimbabwe. There are so many conventional universities in Zimbabwe, but for people like us who are already in workplaces, who would be wanting an institution whereby we can go to school, we can enhance ourselves in terms of the academic side, while it's also balancing so many social issues. There are social aspects which need to be balanced. We cannot relegate these issues, but we really need to do these things all together. So I think it's perfect for those with family life. It gives us time. You attend tutorials maybe twice a semester, which is adequate, and you also enhance your researching skills through the internet and through other sources, going to the library, all those, and group discussions and networking with other people. So I think so it's a platform for slow learners, fast learners, and moderate learners.
Yeah, I would say, before maybe I say given the opportunity why I would recommend, I would say already I've recommended, offered 2 people that I remember. The first one being my first friend, my wife. She's currently studying in Bachelor for Arts in English and Communication with the Zimbabwe Open University. I also have got a colleague at my workplace who is studying human resources with the same institution. The reason obvious being that I've seen Zoe dealing with real situation in the country Zimbabwe as being typical situation that we are taking through, and also the issue to do with flexibility, like I said earlier on, whereby people in our industry, hospitality, they say, no, we cannot go for further education because our working hours, they are not all that flexible in terms of enrolling for a long block and so forth. But I would say Zoe is something that will give, it's an institution that will give an opportunity to that effect, where we are saying it's done over weekends. Tutorials, they are flexible after hours, 5, even midweek tutorials, they can be done in the evening. So I would say it's something that is very flexible, and it has got centers all over. I think it's in terms of representation, it has got an office in almost every province in Zimbabwe, and sub-offices in some of the provinces. So I would say it's something that is affordable. Even the fees in terms of the payment plans, you can have a flexible payment plan that you can honor as a person who is engaging into a program. So I would say those are some of the recommendations. It's flexible in terms of yourself doing it. Distance learning is flexible, and you don't pressure yourself in terms of negotiating for long leave days with the employer and so forth, while it's inconveniencing production, of which by the end of the month you will still need to be paid your salaries and your dues. So I would say it's something that is encourageable, especially the issue to do with the current Zuma said, we are saying we need production-oriented people. So if you spend the whole week at work, then weekend you can spare for your lectures or tutorials, then you move on with your studies.
I would recommend other students to come to the Zimbabwe Open University for one major reason: flexibility in payment terms. The minimum entry qualification is 5 ordinary levels, including English language and mathematics. You may as well be enrolled with the Zimbabwe Open University through special entry and accreditation to prior learning if you hold 5 O-levels without mathematics and English, or without 5 O-levels.
Definitely, I would like to do a master's degree in project management, and I am going to be coming back as well.
If I get the opportunity later in life, I would want to pursue a Doctor of Philosophy program, maybe in the leadership or administration aspects, because I feel that distance education for me is the way to go. Considering my work life, my family life, I'm also intending to get into farming. So when I started engaging in farming activities, so it becomes difficult if I go to a full-time institution.
Well, I would say that I did it, so you can too. Just come with your minimum 5 O-levels, if you've got work experience, and apply. I did it, I'm here, I've done it. You can too.
Those who want to enroll with ZO, or those who have not yet enrolled with ZO, I would encourage them to actually visit regional offices of Zimbabwe Open University. Zimbabwe Open University is a diverse institution. It has got offices in 10 provinces in Zimbabwe, so I encourage those who have not yet started doing a degree program to visit these offices and get assistance. Even with 5 O-levels, including Maths and English, you can actually start a degree program under the tutorship of the best tutors you can get in that province or in the nation. The benefits, you actually, when studying with an institution like Zimbabwe Open University, you have time. You also learn to manage your own time. You also learn to relate with other students, and your relationship with your family is not compromised. We are Africans, and we've got a very big family, extended family. We need to attend to all these issues. So by doing so, a distance education like ZO becomes a priority for most people, especially for those who are already in family life and all those other people who are finding it very difficult to get into other institutions.
So we've got a flexible arrangement, and they give an ear and an eye to those people who are in need of furthering their education. That's why we are here today. I'm a former student. I'm still being nurtured by Zimbabwe Open University, which is something to smile about, and also advise other people that you won't leave Zoe, they won't leave you, they will keep you in their books and tracks for you to nurture your education to reach your goals that you are aiming. So I would say that will be the word out there to say, Zoe, put the doors open for you guys to come and start with them.
I can tell those people who are facing dilemmas of choosing which university to study with, I would tell them Zimbabwe Open University is the university of choice. With Zimbabwe Open University, it is possible.